Moses is a strong, devoted Christian, and everyone in the church love him for that. But the ladies, not so much. He's always preaching, he's always talking about the Bible, he's always mentioning something relating to Bible verses, even when he is trying to approach a lady or trying to propose to a lady. Everything becomes Bible quotation, prayer, fasting, and this was pushing most of the ladies away from him. He didn't know, and still when being mentioned to how this is the reason why he is single at the age of 30, he still continue to always pray, fast, every conversation, scriptures, and that is how Moses has been living his life. Then there is Jessica, who lives with her friend Luna. They both work in the same company. Jessica, who is so sweet, loving, understanding. Even when people offend her, she still forgives quickly and let go. And because of this, people use her as a rag, toss her, and she always continues to forgive. Luna, her friend, our roommate, called her and said, Jessica, don't you think people are taking advantage of you in the office? Jessica said, no, I don't think so. Luna went on to give her example of how the colleague makes her to write their scripts, makes her to make some of the contract transactions whilst they take credit for it. Jessica said, I don't mind. As far as it's my work, they can take credit for it. Luna said, well, that is an example of you being taken advantage of. The boss doesn't know that you are the brain behind all those contracts that you write. You need to start standing up for yourself. Jessica said, well, I don't think so. I'm happy where I am. Luna went on to explain further, but Jessica did not see the point. All she knows is that her goodwill will be one day paid off. Jessica went to the office one day and Kofi, who is one of the colleagues, asked her to do his contract. Of course, Jessica was willing to do it. At this point, one of the ladies in the office also said, I want to learn this software you use in some of your projects. Jessica was willing to help as usual. All the colleagues said, Jessica is so sweet. Wow! The man that will marry you will be so happy. Jessica was thinking this is their way of praising her. She went on to offer so many other helps to many other colleagues who always ask her to do that. Jessica, after work, always goes to church sometimes when she has the time. One day she went to church after church. The pastor's wife called her and said, Jessica, I've been seeing you around. Sometimes you don't come as always. Jessica said, yes, mommy, I have. But my work sometimes demands most of my time. Pastor's wife said, don't worry, I understand. But there is this pastor's a young pastor, I don't know if you know him. His name is Moses. I want you to help me out. She told him regards to how to relate with women. Jessica was confused. She laughed initially and said, Mommy, I don't understand. Mommy went on to say, I know you work in a very good office where you have very good relationship with men. And I see how most of the men are always free around you. So I want to help this brother of mine. He's a very good Christian. You know Moses, right? Yes. Jessica said, who doesn't know Moses in this church? Okay, so that's good. I'll introduce you to, and I want you to make him more comfortable around me. This guy, this man is in his 30s, and we don't want more single men or women in our church. We want everyone to be able to build their own family. I want you to help me, please. Jessica was confused, but she immediately agreed. pastor's wife called Moses and they introduced each other. Jessica exchanged number with Moses. Jessica went home and told her roommate Luna about it. Luna laughed and said, "You and Moses. Is Moses not the person whom all the ladies in the church feared?" "Yes, I don't know, but maybe I can help." Luna continued to laugh, but Jessica was serious. "I don't know how I'm going to go about it, but I will try." Immediately, Luna asked, "Is your boyfriend going to be happy about this?" "I don't think my boyfriend will have a problem." Jessica just called her boyfriend and told her boyfriend about it. The boyfriend agreed as well. So Jessica was free to tutor and train and make Moses to be free with women. One day, Jessica went to visit her boyfriend Tunde, only for her to find traces and things of other women in the house. Tunde said, "Yes, sorry, you caught me, but this is the last time." The last time is always the last time. How many times now? 4 times? 3 times? 5 times? How many times will you continue to cheat on me? Jessica became so angry and furious. Tunde ran after her and apologized. Again, Jessica forgave him and said, "Okay, this is the last time." Tunde said, "Yes, this is the last time. I'm not going to cheat on you again. Please, I have a project. I want you to help me. You know I'm applying for a job." Again, he took advantage of the situation. Jessica helped him to write his script that he was going to use to apply for a job. And again, Tunde apologizes for cheating on her. Jessica left and scheduled a meeting with Moses. Moses came and they had a good time together. First of all, they started with his dressing. They changed his wardrobe because his dressing was putting a lot of women off. So they started with that. She changed everything he used to wear, and Moses went to the office. He is a teacher, so when he got to the school, the primary students were so happy to see him dressed like a modern-day, good-looking young man. Moses called Jessica and informed her about how the students were happy to see him dressed nicely. Jessica was happy for the feedback. They had another meeting. Jessica taught Moses how to approach a woman without using the scriptures. Moses was not happy, but he learned very fast. They had another meeting. Jessica taught Moses how to approach and how to be a gentleman regarding to how to treat a woman. Moses was happy to hear that, learn and everything. Weeks later, Moses was now comfortable around women, and some of the women were admiring him. Moses always gave feedback to Jessica how he is being treated by women in the school and anytime he goes out. Jessica knows that, okay, this is progress. Jessica goes to the office one day and the MD was asking for who has been writing all the script. Immediately, Kofi said, "He is the one." Immediately, Jessica was confused because there was an output where there's going to be a job opportunity for the person who writes all the contracts in the office. So Kofi thought it was wise for him to lie that he has been the one writing all the script. Jessica kept mute. Then the interview came for the person who writes the scripts. Kofi went and they were allowed to write the script live for all the MD to see. That was when they knew that Kofi was not the one who writes the script. Now the job opportunity was still open. Jessica applied and luckily she got the job. Immediately she got a job, she told a colleague and said, "I know you two or you people in this office have been using me. I just wanted you to see how good I was, and some of you could not apply wisdom when MD asks who have been writing the contract. You have to lie. Now, you reap what you sow. And you, I taught you everything you know. You could not stand up for me. That is how wicked you all are in this office. Well, that is also good as well because I am now your boss, not your colleague either. It pays to be good. And she walked out on them. Jessica immediately went to her boyfriend's house to tell him the good news, only for her to catch Tunde and another woman with him in the house. At this point, Jessica could not even share the good news with him and said, "Don't ever call my phone again. It's over. I've been tolerating this nonsense from you for years. I thought you would change, but I guess you wouldn't. I wish you all the best." Tunde ran after Jessica to apologize, but it was already too late. He came back and the girl he was cheating with was also still there and said, "You know what? I am also done with you. I thought you told me you do not have a girlfriend." Tunde lost on both ends. Jessica went home and told Luna about her new position. Luna said, "Yes, I'm happy for you. So happy. You deserve every good thing." Moses also heard the good news on the phone, and he was also happy for Jessica. Few weeks later, Moses approached Jessica regards to relationship. Moses said, "Jessica, you know we've known each other for months now, and thanks to you, I'm so confident with women, but I am more confident with you. I want you to be my woman. I want you to be my better half." Jessica was confused, but Luna said, "You know what? Let me give you two space. Jessica, be smart. This is the one for you." Jessica was confused and smiled and said, "Okay." Moses said, "Okay, what?" "I accept. I'll be a woman." Instead of Moses to kiss, beg, something, he was still very shy. And Jessica said, "That is not how you do it. You hold, kiss." She practically directs him what to do after accepting his proposal. And that was how Jessica and Moses became husband and wife. Thanks for watching this recap. This channel brings you the best Nollywood movies. We save you time and money. Don't forget to subscribe and like our videos for more movie recaps.